Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of psychology. Now, I'm not talking about some stuffy textbook stuff. This is about real-life, practical psychology, the kind of stuff that can actually make a difference in your everyday life. Get ready to learn 10 psychology tricks that actually work and can make your life easier. These are powerful tools, folks, so listen up. You know, folks, sometimes the most powerful tool you have is the one you don't use: silence. That's right, silence. When someone's trying to weasel their way out of something, they start talking a mile a minute, trying to fill the silence with anything. That's when you know you've got them. Just sit back, relax, and let the silence do the work for you. They'll start squirming, they'll start second-guessing themselves, and eventually, they'll crack. They'll tell you exactly what you want to know. Trust me, it works every time. Now let's talk about old Ben Franklin. Brilliant man, absolutely brilliant. He was not just a founding father of the United States, but also a polymath who dabbled in various fields like science, politics, and diplomacy. His wisdom extended far beyond his inventions and political contributions. He knew a thing or two about human nature. Franklin was a keen observer of human behavior and social dynamics. He understood the intricacies of how people think and act, which is why his insights are still relevant today. He figured out that if you want someone to warm up to you, ask them for a favor. That's right, a favor. This might sound counterintuitive at first, but it's a psychological trick that works wonders. Now, it's gotta be small, nothing major. The key here is to make the favor something easy and manageable. It shouldn't be something that puts the other person in a difficult position or makes them uncomfortable. Maybe you need to borrow a pen or ask for directions. These are simple requests that most people would be happy to fulfill without much thought. Here's the thing. When someone does something nice for you, even something small, it creates a mental conflict. This is known as cognitive dissonance. They start to reconcile their actions with their feelings. They start thinking, hey, I just did something nice for this person, maybe I do like them. This internal dialogue helps to shift their perception of you in a positive direction. It's crazy, but it works. This phenomenon is known as the Benjamin Franklin Effect. It's a fascinating example of how our actions can influence our attitudes and feelings towards others. Franklin himself used this technique to win over a rival legislator. He asked the man to lend him a rare book, which the man did. After returning the book with a thank you note, Franklin found that the man had become much more friendly towards him. Modern psychology supports this idea. Studies have shown that when we do favors for others, we tend to like them more. It's a simple yet powerful way to build rapport and strengthen relationships. So next time you want to get closer to someone or improve your relationship with them, try asking for a small favor. It might just be the key to unlocking a deeper connection. Remember, it's not about manipulating others, but about creating opportunities for positive interactions. The Benjamin Franklin effect is a testament to the power of small acts of kindness and how they can transform our social bonds. So, let's take a page from Franklin's book and use this timeless wisdom to enhance our relationships and build a more connected world. After all, a little favor can go a long way in making the world a friendlier place. This one's all about expectations. See, the way you treat people, the way you talk to them, it sends a message. If you treat someone like they're capable, like they're intelligent, like they can achieve anything, guess what? They start believing it themselves. It's called the Pygmalion Effect. On the flip side, if you treat someone like they're worthless, like they're never going to amount to anything, well, that becomes their reality too. So, choose your words wisely, folks. You have the power to build people up or tear them down. This one's a classic negotiating tactic. You start with a big request, something you know the other person is likely to refuse. Then, you hit them with the smaller request, the one you actually want. See, people are more likely to agree to a smaller request after they've already rejected a larger one. It's like they feel bad for saying no the first time, so they're more willing to compromise. Don't be afraid to aim high at first, folks. You might be surprised at what you can get. This is the opposite of the door in the face. You start small, with a request so tiny, so insignificant that no one in their right mind would say no. Then, you gradually increase the size of your requests. The idea is that once someone has said yes to a small request, they're more likely to say yes to a larger one, and then another, and another. It's all about building momentum, folks. This one's simple. The more you're exposed to something, the more you tend to like it. It's why companies spend millions of dollars on advertising. The more they get their product in front of your face, the more familiar it becomes, and the more likely you are to buy it. It works with people too. The more time you spend with someone, the more likely you are to develop feelings for them. So, if you want to win someone over, just keep showing up. Ever notice how attractive people seem to get away with more? That's the halo effect in action. When someone is physically attractive, we tend to assume they have other positive qualities as well, like intelligence, kindness, and trustworthiness. It's not fair, but it's reality. The good news is that the halo effect can work in your favor too. If you present yourself well, if you dress sharp and have a good attitude, people will assume the best about you. This one's all about supply and demand. The scarcity principle is a fundamental concept in economics that explains how the availability of a product or service can influence its value. When something is in short supply, people tend to place a higher value on it. This principle can be observed in various aspects of our daily lives and can significantly impact consumer behavior. The rarer something is, the more valuable it becomes. Think about diamonds. These precious stones are not just admired for their beauty but also for their rarity. The limited availability of high-quality diamonds makes them highly sought after, driving up their price. This is why people are willing to spend a fortune on them, even though, at their core, they are just shiny rocks. They're just shiny rocks, but they're rare, so people are willing to pay a fortune for them. The allure of owning something that few others possess adds to the perceived value. This phenomenon isn't limited to diamonds. It can be seen in various markets, from luxury cars to limited edition sneakers. You can use the scarcity principle to your advantage by creating a sense of urgency. Retailers often employ this tactic during sales events. By advertising a limited-time offer, they encourage customers to make quick purchasing decisions. The fear of missing out on a good deal can drive people to buy items they might not have considered otherwise. If you're selling something, emphasize that it's a limited-time offer. This strategy can be particularly effective in online marketing, where consumers are bombarded with countless options. Highlighting the scarcity of your product or the limited duration of a sale can make your offer stand out and prompt immediate action. If you're asking for a favor, make it clear that you need an answer right away. The scarcity principle isn't just for selling products, it can also be applied in personal interactions. When people know that their prompt response is crucial, they are more likely to prioritize your request. People are more likely to act when they feel like they're about to miss out. This sense of urgency can be a powerful motivator. Whether it's a limited-time offer, a rare opportunity, or a time-sensitive request, leveraging the scarcity principle can help you achieve your goals more effectively. Understanding and applying this principle can give you an edge in both business and personal endeavors. The first piece of information you receive about something tends to stick with you. It's called the anchoring effect. Let's say you're negotiating a salary. If you throw out a high number first, that number becomes the anchor. The hiring manager might try to lowball you, but their offer will likely be higher than it would have been if you hadn't anchored them to that initial high number. So remember, folks, when it comes to negotiations, always be the first one to throw out a number. We are social creatures, folks. From the moment we are born, we are surrounded by others, and our interactions with them shape who we become. We thrive on connection, and our behaviors are often influenced by the people around us. This is a fundamental aspect of human nature. We look to others for cues on how to behave. Whether we are aware of it or not, we are constantly observing the actions of those around us to determine what is acceptable or expected in any given situation. This tendency to follow the crowd is deeply ingrained in us. It's called the social proof principle. This principle is a psychological and social phenomenon where people assume the actions of others in an attempt to reflect correct behavior for a given situation. It's a shortcut our brains use to make decisions quickly and efficiently. If everyone else is doing something, we assume it must be the right thing to do. This can be seen in many aspects of life, from the way we dress to the products we buy. Trends and fads often gain momentum because of this principle. When we see others engaging in a particular behavior, we are more likely to do the same. Think about those long lines outside of nightclubs. The sight of a long line can make a club seem more desirable, even if we have no other information about it. The assumption is that if so many people are willing to wait, it must be worth it. The line might be ridiculous, but people assume that if everyone else is willing to wait, the club must be good. This is a perfect example of social proof in action. The perceived popularity of the club influences our decision to join the line. You can use the social proof principle to your advantage by highlighting positive social proof. In business, this can be a powerful tool. Showcasing testimonials, reviews, and endorsements can significantly impact potential customers' perceptions and decisions. If you have a lot of followers on social media, flaunt it. People are more likely to follow someone who already has a large following. It creates a sense of trust and credibility. The more popular you appear, the more likely others are to join in. If you have a product with hundreds of positive reviews, make sure people know about it. Positive reviews act as social proof, reassuring potential customers that your product is worth their time and money. Highlighting these reviews can be a game changer for your business. Word of mouth is another powerful form of social proof. When people hear about a product or service from someone they trust, they are more likely to try it themselves. Encouraging your satisfied customers to share their experiences can help you build a strong reputation. In marketing, leveraging social proof can lead to increased engagement and sales. By showcasing the positive experiences of others, you can create a sense of community and trust around your brand. This can be particularly effective in today's digital age, where people often look to online reviews and social media for guidance. Remember, we are social creatures. Our behaviors and decisions are influenced by those around us. By understanding and utilizing the social proof principle, you can create a positive impact on your audience and encourage them to take action. Thanks for watching. If you found these psychology tricks helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing content. Remember folks, knowledge is power. And with these psychology tricks up your sleeve, you'll be well on your way to getting what you want out of life. See you in the next video.